Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you all. How y'all doing? Family man, how you doing? J3GS, how you doing? MHW, good morning. Brother Lawrence, how you doing this morning? Much love to you all. Y'all give me a few minutes. Um, I gotta get this thing started. It's freezing out here, so give me a minute. Hey, how y'all doing? Odom's Homestead, what's going on, man? What's going on? Many blessings to you. All in the soil. How you doing this morning? Good morning to you all. New week. It's a new week, y'all. New week, new days, new challenges, new conquerors, all of that. Yeah, we got a brand new week, y'all. Hope y'all doing well. Hope everything's going good for you. Bless up, bless up, bless up. What's going on? Uh, y'all see what I'm doing right now? It's cold, and I'm out here, and I gotta get warm. So this is how I get warm when you off grid living in the homestead. Five, four, three, two, and one. Ignition, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And we're getting rid of stuff that we don't need no more. We're getting rid of a lot of different items that we thought we needed. And one thing about it, when you have some tiny home living, you typically will get rid of a bunch of stuff. Belinda, how you doing? Good morning. Laura's Garden, how you doing? Janelle B. Israel, how you doing? Many blessings to you. Grand Rising, Kathy B. What's going on? Y'all see that fire right there? Oh my goodness, man. Give me one tick. One sec. Gotta get close to it. Gotta get close to it. Y'all know how you used to do back in the days with the fire? Just kind of put your hands behind your backside and then you took up your backside and you kind of let it ride out. Y'all already know. How you doing? Many blessings to you. Sassy, how you doing? Good morning to you. Life Journey, how you doing? So let's have a discussion right now. Everybody's in. My Renaissance, how you doing? Let me send a shout out especially to my Renaissance grandma. She always blessing us with the shares, the likes, the support. I look forward to her supports. I look forward to what she does, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate what you do. You've been a long term supporter, and I really appreciate it. Kathy B, many blessings to you. So today, let's talk about preparedness. Before I start, I want to tell you about something that happened in my life. I want to tell you about a little something that equipped me to deal with challenges in life, right? Because we all got challenges in life. I remember in elementary school, and this is how far this goes back, because I'm 50 years old. We talking about way back, but it still resonates in my life right now. I remember when I used to want to be this artist, this this creator, and some artists kind of frown down on the tracing of the items. But I remember going to they used to have like these book clubs. They used to have in elementary school, they used to have like these like places where you go to the library and then they have all these creative items. They sold a bunch of different items from books to color pencils to all kinds of stuff, right? And I remember I didn't have pretty much a lot of money. My mom, she was a single parent. She grew up going to school, going to work. She did the best she could. But I remember there were kids that had more money than I had, right? And I remember going into those book clubs and they had certain time frames that you can go in. The whole school went to the library and they picked out items, right? And I remember I saw this pocket folder and it had a bunch of different items, but this pocket folder kind of resonated with me. And it was a pocket folder, probably what, 9 by 10, 9 by 12. And it had a glossy front end, full color. If y'all didn't grow up in the 80s, y'all don't understand what I'm saying. It was full color, right? Pretty, beautiful. But it had the helmets of every single NFL um, team. Every single NFL team was laid out on this pocket folder. And I wanted it. I wanted it real bad. But I think that thing was probably like $20 or something like that. But back then, $20, I probably had about like 4 or 5. I probably had a $5 bill, and I couldn't afford it. But I remember I had two friends. One friend, he he was blessed. He grew up. He had more money than I had, way more money than I had. And then I had another friend that was somewhat equal to who I was, and we played together. We spent the night together. We were closer than that other friend. But this one friend, he bought this pocket folder. And I remember we went in to this, like we was in the same class. And so we went in together, right? And we watched everything. And then I remember them seeing my eyes light up and seeing this pocket folder. And I want this pocket folder, right? And so that one friend that seemed to do better, he bought that pocket folder. He liked it too. He bought it. And I was like, man, such an amazing thing. And he he said, "Hey," I said, "Can I borrow that pocket folder? Because I wanna create my own." So I had a sheet of paper and I traced that pocket folder because I wanted to recreate it. I couldn't afford it, but I wanted to recreate it, right? What's going on? Gina versus Gina. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Passionately and Tree Arts. How you doing? Shine Moss Farms. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is that Nikki? Good morning, Nikki. How you doing, Nikki? Many blessings to you. But I wanted that pocket folder. And so he let me borrow it. And every single week I could hold it for certain parts of time in the class when we went to the same class. And it probably took me about 6 months of tracing that pocket folder. And the friend that was similar to my situation, financial situation, he would always look at it every single day. and he would critique it. He would tell me, "Oh, this ain't right. You got a crooked on this." And I remember the Cardinals, um, before there was Arizona Cardinals. I remember the Cardinals, he would critique that color that I would use because I would borrow pens, color pens, and pencils from other classmates. And it was a way that I could interact with everybody, right? But I remember tracing it and drawing it. It probably took me about 6 months. That was a long time in the classroom, right? Almost the whole entire class. I took it, right? And Gigi, if you can you cut off the outer speaker because we're getting feedback? But I remember that I would trace it, and when I would trace it, he would sit there. My friend that was similar to me, we had the wealthy friend, and we had the friend that was similar to me. He would just give me so much feedback, and it was never positive. And I started out with a pencil, and I would erase and I would correct it every single time he would give me feedback. I would correct it. And I became more critical about me and my love of doing tracing and drawing and recreating that pocket folder. But I had a passion for really just growing it and just developing it, right? So I got almost to the end, and I remember this same friend, he ended up grabbing it for no reason, and he balled it up and he threw it. And that thing hurt me so bad, you know? It hurt me real bad. And then the teacher kind of put his name on the board, put a check mark behind him. He sent a letter about how he was doing it, but it did not do justice for what he done because I worked on that thing for about 6 months. And I remember from that day forward, I learned not to just covet tangible items, right? I learned to never to put everything that I had into tangible items, right? He taught me a lesson. I did not realize that that lesson would resonate with me to this day. Let me tell y'all, you can work on some things for a long period of time in your life. You can create some things in your life that seems to be the world, right? But someone could come and try to take it. But one thing to this day that friend that I deemed as a friend, one thing to this day he cannot take away is my vision to what I wanted to create. And he balled up that sheet of paper, but I still had that vision. I still had that mindset of my total creation, right? And to this day, he can't ball it up. What I'm saying, what brought that up to me is I recently saw a friend request on Facebook, and this guy who I deemed as a friend, I unfriended him a long time ago because he had a lot of negative posts and a lot of negative comments. He resent me a friend request, and I did not recognize this dude at all. He looked like a ghost. He's been very abusive to his body. He's been very abusive to his existence, right? And I'm thinking about him, and I have love and compassion for him because he was my friend, right? But this is the thing about life. You cannot control what other people do, what other people want to do, the way that other people want to view you. But what you can control is being prepared for life and life situations. So, with that said, this live deals with the exact thing that we want to talk about. If y'all want to come up, y'all can come up. Let me see. Invite guests, copy. I'm trying to do this every time. Will it work? We don't know. Yep. StreamYard will not allow me to drop this thing in. But what we can do is we can focus on the challenges that we have in life. We can focus on our goals and our dreams. And the crazy thing about life is everybody can be a distraction to you, but it has no relevance. It has no weight to where you're going to go and how you're going to get there. So being prepared means be prepared for any time you're leaving or advancing from where you are. Be prepared for opposition. Be prepared for people to come into your life that you deemed as your friend, you deemed as a supporter of you. They supported you within that situation. The moment you advance, be prepared for them to not be so supportive. But if they do it, that's a good thing. But if they don't, we get it. But be prepared for opposition. We can only control our own actions. That's what my friend Nikki says. So true. And I'm going to challenge you with that, Nikki. Sometimes we can't control our own actions. It's almost like this. I'll give you a classic example. Y'all remember my previous story. I woke up one Saturday morning. I worked at a um, grocery store. I wanted to name it, but I'm not going to name it. And this grocery store, we worked there, and I was a teenager. I washed my car. I got up that morning. I washed my Cutlass, 78 Cutlass, two-tone, right? And I had it shined up, but I had this desire to go to work. And with this desire to go to work, I was off on a Saturday morning. If y'all work part-time as a high school student and you get off on Saturday morning, man, that thing is rare, except for Lil Gigi. Lil Gigi controls her schedule. No one else can do that, but Lil Gigi can. But anyway, Saturdays and the weekends were when you work. But something told me to go, and it was early in the morning. So I got in my car, I drove, went to the store, and when I got there, the place, if y'all from the rural South, you understand that early Saturday mornings, people from the country, people from surrounding areas, they come to the main city and then they go to shop. We talking about back in the days. Now everybody do stuff online. They order stuff, they get stuff. But back then, that's what happened, right? So the store was packed. But I saw this guy, and I recognized this guy, and I remember previously the same guy got caught stealing at the store, and he told the assistant manager that he would come back. He's gonna come get him, right? And he knew he was gonna come back and get him. So these are months later, and I saw him, and I locked in, like my spirit just locked into this dude, right? And I'm watching him. He's like just looking and searching, and no one told me, but I knew who he was looking for. He was looking for the assistant manager. The assistant manager was there at that time. Everybody knew their car. They knew who was at work. They knew who came and who left, but he was looking for him. He couldn't find him. And he bumped into this guy, and he pulled out a knife and he stabbed this guy that was shopping. And the guy that he stabbed this guy with a butcher knife. He pulled out the knife, and the guy stumbled. No one heard anything. No one knew anything. Everybody was shopping. The guy stumbled to the front door, and he fell in the front door. He collapsed. And shortly after that, people started panicking. And he stepped over this guy, and he walked down the street, took off his jacket. He took off his outerwear, and he walked down the road like nothing happened, right? Now, I'm probably like 17, 18 years old. I would say 17, 16, 17 years old. And the reason why I'm saying this, Nikki, is that no one told me that I would see that. No one told me that I would witness that. And I think I can control what I would do. But something in my heart says, follow this guy, chase this guy. So me and my coworker, we locked eyes. I saw him, he was bringing in a buggy, unloading groceries from a car. and we locked eyes. And it was something in my spirit said, go do something, do something, do something, do something, right? I did not know what I was gonna do, but I need to do something. And it's like we both said the same thing. And it's like we gotta do something. And so what we did, we chased this dude. And if y'all know from the South, there was houses, there was like it was in the hood. There was neighborhoods, houses that set up off the ground on blocks and bricks, on pillars, and we ran up underneath houses chasing this dude. We jumped fences, we avoided dogs, we did everything to try to catch this dude because the adrenaline just kicked in both of us. Next thing you know, we saw police cars, everything like that. They were dead end streets that police cars couldn't chase this guy, but we were chasing this guy. And we ended up, make a long story short, we ended up surrounding this dude. And one of the policemen in the neighborhood ended up catching him, wrestled him to the ground, taking a knife, and he locked him up. But I think about this and I'm like, in my right mind, would I've done that? I don't know if I would have done it, right? But sometimes we can't control what we gonna do. This dude that balled up my paper, I wanted to fight him. I wanted to fight him so bad. And I thought he was my friend. I thought he was my road dog. We spent the night together. We would sleep over together as young boys and playing with cars. We traded cars. We traded like all kinds of different toys, right? And we would go and our moms trusted each other with us playing with each other. And then he would do that. Like he knew the amount of time I worked on that. He knew the amount of time that I put into that. And he balled it up. And then I look at him 30 years later, 30 plus years later, and I look at him and he's all dried up and he looked like he's so far gone on drugs and what have you. And I had compassion for him. And my thing is in life, you have what my good friend Nikki just said, you have choices. And with choices, you make the decision to what you're gonna do. We don't control the situation. We don't control what happened. We don't control the evidence of it. But right now, where we are, if we want to truly take accountability to where we are, everything we have, everything we do, everything that we're living right now is based on our choices. It's based on what we're doing. And so my question is right now, if you had a choice to how you want to live the next 20, 15, 10, 5 years of your life, what choices are you doing right now that will dictate your results 5, 10, 15, 20 years later? What what things are you doing right now that would influence your future? What things are you doing right now that will be gratifying to tomorrow? So many times we watch social media, we see a lot of different things, we plant. I mean, we growers out here, man. Whether we like it or not, this is what we do. Food forest, permaculture. How you doing, Howard? Many blessings to you. Passionately in Tree Arts, PIA. How you doing today, 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 today? The seeds that we plant, good with it, good. Did she say that? The seeds that we plant today will be the manifestation of our tomorrow. So my question is, it's cold right now. It's freezing. We got people who are losing their lives in storms and everything like this. And you're right here, right now, listening to this. And my thing is, how can I influence you to live your better life? My question is, what are you doing right now to challenge yourself? Because if this thing called life would be easy, everybody be doing it. But it's not. You have made it, whether you're 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 or 80 years old. You have done it. You have lived your life. you have been successful. You didn't decide what you had in front of you, but you live your life. And you have conquered so many freaking things that you need to acknowledge it. But then this is the thing, share it with somebody who may be going through it, who may be encountering what your journey, right? But then at the same time, celebrate life because tomorrow, I plan to go to work tomorrow. I plan to go to lunch. I plan to ride to work with my beautiful wife. I plan to see my Gigi. I plan to see little Gigi. I want to see my granddaughter tomorrow, right? I plan all these things, but it does not mean that it will happen, right? Those are plans. But what we have before us is right now. What we have in front of us is right now. And my question is, what are you doing right now to put yourself in a situation where you're conquering and you're winning? And then you feel like you have lived your life. This week, after my last live on this past Sunday, I got a call where one of my good friends, he not only was he was somewhat my mentor, he was younger than me, but he has accomplished in his short life more than I have. And I got a call that he passed away. And that thing rocked me, man. It's still rocking me right now. They don't know what happened to him. I called his wife and I tried to be strong, but I broke down and I just cried. Never really had a one-on-one with his wife. It was always him. And I lost a good friend. I lost a good friend, and everywhere he went, he spreaded joy. And now what they're trying to do is they're trying to have planes fly over the capital of the state of Florida with this friend. And what it tells me is that he touched more than just me. He touched so many lives. And my question to you is, you're walking around, you're doing your own thing, you're living your own life. What are you doing to magnify and uplift others? He was 44. I think he was about 44 years old, right? To me, that's young. They say he went to sleep and he didn't wake up. What I'm saying is he lived a life. His life was more influential and more uplifting than people that live 99 years old. This guy was a leader. If you was around him, he inspired you, he uplifted you, and he truly was a trooper of a testimony of life, right? This guy was amazing. I do not know of any pictures that he took where he wasn't smiling. And every time I close my eyes, I think about him, he's smiling. And then we sit here and we complain about basic stuff. But I'll say to you, what are you doing right now to change the world? What are you doing right now to influence others? If you're in the chat right now, I want you to put something in the chat to motivate somebody. Put a comment right now, whatever comes onto your spirit, to your mind, put something in the chat to build somebody in the chat up. I want you to do it right now. Just drop something in the chat to build somebody up. My word, and what will continue to be my word, is y'all keep on growing. I ain't talking about just plants, but I'm talking about in life. Keep on growing. It's some people that did not like that I used the word grow. Who cares? Because if you influential, if you're a leader, right? You should teach somebody to teach somebody, and you should want somebody to teach what you taught somebody. So my thing is, share in the chat right now. Share in the chat right now something that will build somebody else. Teach the next generation. Fantastic. Let's see. I appreciate that, Nikki. Wow, he was so young. So yeah, Desi, how you doing? He was. But I want to hear some words of encouragement in the chat, y'all. One minute, the experience of Sassy. Keep pushing forward, one step in front of another, and you will get there. Thank you, Sassy. Think about that, y'all. As my beautiful, beautiful auntie says, kick the can forward. Kick the can forward. What are you doing? Whose life are you touching? Y'all touch every time. Let me tell you something. It's times where when I watch Nikki and my good friends, they do they live. I mean, y'all build us up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give us something. Stacy, y'all give us something. Bougie, y'all give us something. Much love to y'all. I mean, y'all encourage us. Love and peace to you in everyday life of an OCD chick. Okay. Trust Callie Homestead with Pooh Bear. Much love, sis. She says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. How do you prepare? How do you prepare in life is when people, your spirit, your heart tells you to do something, do it. Don't procrastinate. Prepare. And when you hear something and you keep hearing it over again, it's probably trying to tell you something. There's a girl said, yes, I was going to say that whatever you learn, pass it on to one. Juicing with Jay said, each one teach one. Each one teach one. Y'all love each other, teach one. Self-care is not selfish. Gina versus Gina. Wait a minute. Self-care is not selfish. It's it's preserving your greatness. That's what it is. Much love to you, babe. MHW. I believe if we switch up our priorities for stuff, shoes, nails, getting done, hairdos, decorating our homes, and be able to lose everything we want for everything we need. She stressed that need. This would be a great start. How do we know what we need? I love that comment. How do we know what we need? How you know what you need? I'm cold right now. I tried to start the fire. I thought we'd have a fire still going, but how we know what we need, y'all? We know what we need by lacking. The things that we lack, the things that we don't have. Some people say that's a need. But my question is, what if you have food? What if you have water? You ain't lacking it, but you still need it. The things that we have that we are able to exist are the things that we need. And everybody's different. Everybody is different. There's no one fix to the whole thing. I'm still learning and growing every day at 62. What? PIA? Okay. Didn't know that. Much love to you. God bless you. Hygiene, Hygiene Homestead. Find joy in life at all times. Be intentional with it. Be intentional with finding like there's happiness, there's joy, right? Joy comes when things don't go right, things not like conducive to what you need to be, right? But you still at peace, you still good, you still smile in spite of like things not going the way you want it to go. Some people say that's joy. Joy is really something that you seek and you have to be intentional with it. We all have the desire to have joy, but do we work towards it? I love it. I love it. Stay locked in to your vision, brother Lawrence. Stay locked into your vision. Man, y'all coming strong, man. Keep it coming. Stay locked into your vision. Can you imagine saying, I'm gonna get my doctorate? Or I'm gonna this is my thing. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about generality. I'm gonna talk about me in person. I plan to build a house on this property. I plan not to have a mortgage. I plan to pay for it cash. That's my vision. And I'm going to seek every single avenue I can do to make it happen. And I'm not talking about like I might have some substitutes to get me there, but my vision is before I leave, I want to build a beautiful home on these 20 acres nestled in the woods. And I want us to be having a place that we can just fellowship and relax. That's my goal. Where you at, Gigi? I mean, you ain't even coming in. I know you're working. You're on a mission. You woke up this morning like on a mission. She just woke up in a cleaning type mission and getting stuff done. But I miss you, babe. You need to be in my life, babe. Don't allow yesterday to determine your tomorrow. Learn from your past and change your future. Don't allow your yesterday to determine your tomorrow. Mm, mm, mm. Resonate, y'all. Exemplars. I'm sorry, bro. I haven't expanded my vocabulary. Yeah, I hope y'all see it. Hope y'all see it. We're gonna put it up here. Let's see. Yeah. I yeah. I don't know what that means. Break it down for old country bumpkin. You know what I'm saying? Break it on down for me. Trouble don't last, and love is everything. Mm, mm, mm. Love is everything. Love will get you through a lot of stuff. Trouble comes and goes. Everything comes in cycles. But I'm telling you like this, it don't last long. Be your own competitor. Always challenge yourself. I just see saw sunshine. I just dropped a post on Facebook about the same thing. You know, I realize in life we are our biggest competition. We think we got people that's our adversaries. We think we did. Majority of the people that come against us are our motivation to keep pushing. They are motivation to keep pushing. They are really there to keep us growing, right? But the real challenges are within ourselves. If you're not a millionaire, why not? If you're not a billionaire, why not? Okay, if you're not your ideal weight, why not? If you're not doing the juicing with Jay challenge right now, which I'm feeling so bad. Why not? Why not? It's because of us. It's within ourselves. It's within ourselves, y'all. It's within ourselves. It's the simple joys in life that means the most. Sometimes some things in our lives ain't so simple. One day I will go back 10 years later, if I'm alive, to see this live and say, man, I remember how I felt that time. And we view things as being simple, but life in itself is not simple. I forgot how many millions upon millions of sperms helped to create us. And then so many millions of reasons where we didn't like cultivate in the womb and grow. Well, we did. And then so many millions upon millions, definitely depending on your background and where you're from and the challenges that your parents and your parents faced, that you should not be here. But there's so many millions of reasons why you should not be here. And then we say the simple things in life. My thing is life ain't simple. Life ain't just so simple like we think it. We good at making it look simple. We good at making it look a certain way, but we built for it. Everybody that's here in this live, everybody that's here to witness and listen to this live, you're built different and you built for a reason. And you have the fortitude to change, man, a whole generation. But it's like seeds. You send a bunch of seeds out and you're looking for the best vegetable, the best flower, the best of the best, whatever. Or you're looking for it to provide you resources, right? And my question is, you're here, you planted, you're here, you conquered all of these different obstacles, abuse, um, not making it through just being born. You have conquered so much, right? Bacteria, diseases, everything. And then my question is, what you doing right now? How you impacting somebody else? How you uplifting? How you providing resources for somebody else? And just a question. It's just a question. Move forward and bring others with you. Seven, move forward and bring others with you. I love it. I love the concept. But just because you're moving forward and you're teaching somebody does not mean that people will come. Be prepared to put out a good word, a good deed, and be prepared for people not to take it in. The goal is not for them not to take it in, but at the same time, don't stop doing what you're doing. That's all I want to add to that comment. I love the fact of us moving as a community, moving forward. I would love for, like, we are in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't imagine if no, no, let's say 1% of this chat came out with us and bought land, and we all networked, we all shared. You grew something different from what I grew. You raised something different from what I grew. I would love for us to come in a community and share with each other and have something. But you know what? All I can do is share my journey. And I'm hoping that it may influence somebody to do something different and to grow a little bit more. But if I don't, I still got to keep pushing forward. Still keep pushing forward. You are enough. You are enough. Oh my goodness. Nikki, why you do that? You are enough. Everybody in this chat, you are enough. You're enough. Why are you here? You're enough. You are worth the love that your friends and family have for you. People lose their way and need to hear it. Happy Mac, share that with somebody that you wouldn't ordinarily talk to. And when I say Happy Mac, I'm not talking about Happy Mac. I'm talking about all of us. Walk down the street, and if you see somebody with a nice hat or a nice jacket or nice shoes, tell them. Not being in need of some type of reciprocation, but just giving love and encouragement. Do that. Do that. Now, I'm distracted right now because I'm watching these dogs that I've changed out 3 and 4 water containers. And I'm watching this dog take this water container and break it up with his teeth. And they have no water right now. And I think about, somebody said, "You left the dogs out in the weather. We did not have a place ourselves." But then I watch these dogs tear up their feeding troughs, water containers, and everything. But yet, you try to find so many things that they will be appreciative of. And that goes back to what I'm saying. Sometimes you just got to do what's right. It's not about whether people appreciate it or not. Just do what's right because you don't know the reaction. You are worth the love. Okay, we got that. Let's see. Next one. It might be important to you. It might not be important to you, but may be important to someone else. Drop that. Drop it. Regardless. Something inspired you to do what you're doing. This too shall pass. We are built to be strong and resilient. That word resilient, man, is something else. Sometimes when I think about the word resilient, I think about the journeys in life. You know, I almost everything that I cherish and I hold in life, it did not come just like turnkey. It came with compassion, it came with like determination, it came with discipline, it came with consistency, it came with a lot of stuff. And resilient reminds me of we got our resilient dad, shout out to him. But resilient mean regardless, I'm gonna be determined, I'm gonna be focused to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish, regardless. You may not always motivate, but always be consistent. Bishop Nathaniel. You may not always be motivated, but always be consistent. Push through. Motivation is fine. It's just like love is all we have, but love ain't enough. Sometimes you got love for something, but you still got to push through. Sometimes you got compassion, you have like determination for something, but you still got to push through. I love that comment. Thank you for sharing that, Janelle. Thank you. Gardening is great. Believe in yourself even when no one else does. Mm. The majority of innovators, the majority of life changers, world changers, no one saw their vision. No one saw internet. No one saw on the telephone. No one saw electricity. No one saw gasoline powering vehicles. No one saw electric vehicles. No one saw the traffic light. No one saw a lot of stuff. But that vision is something else, man. Believe in yourself. Find a need and take care of that need. If you haven't heard it today, you are enough. Y'all resonate with enough, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. Love you too, Nikki. What's going on? Much love to you, Happy Mac. I've learned we don't need half of the things we think we need. Gigi today just alone has burnt or have deleted some stuff. And it's stuff that we paid or we sacrificed and we sheltered. We tried our best to take care of, right? And you think you need them, but you don't. You don't need them. So Trish, in progress. First of all, I love your name. And you say, I truly need to hear this right now. You're enough. I'm gonna go back to the comments. You're enough, Trish. You're enough, regardless. No matter what nobody say, you are enough. You wouldn't be here if you ain't enough. True, stay true to your dreams. The Bible said a man without a dream is dead. Where there's no vision, people perish, right? All you have to do, Gigi, is leave that and I will take it. I don't know. She on a different mood right now. Determination. Congratulations to all 68 of you all listening. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will repeat so you can see eco. Living in peace, helping others, giving from the heart, living on family members and friends, teaching what I know, sharing with others. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Wait a minute. Look at this Indiana Jackson. Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? Starve your distractions and feed your focus. Mm, 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 mm. Listen to that. Man, 1 minute. Let me take my time. Starve your distractions and feed your focus. God darn, boy. Starve your distractions and feed your focus. Man, you need to put that on a shirt, man. You need oh my goodness, you need to share that. You need to share that with the world. Love people seeking nothing in return. What we really get when you think about it, man, somebody you give somebody, just say you fed a family today. Just say there was a starving family and you fed them today. What you get? You may get some satisfaction, you may get some like encouragement or what have you, but what are we really getting? It's just doing the right thing. We need to get out of this thing where we got to get something to give something. We need to get more into you see a need, take care of the need. You see a need, take care of the need. Why did you see it? Why did you see the need? When you see a need, just take care of it. It's not about getting anything. Angel! Hey, Eco Nation, listening while working on chores. Keep taking one day at a time. You will never know what day your breakthrough will arrive. We don't know. That's why you got to be consistent. Man, there's so many pieces of life. Not giving up means consistency. Following your dreams means consistency. Being good at something means consistency. Being a professional, being experienced, all of that stuff means consistency. Being consistent. Needs equals freedom of rent, fresh air, water, organic lifestyle that is conductive to good health. Oh my goodness, man. You should be a mathematical scientist with that comment right there. For real, for real. Give to others seeking nothing in return. You consistent. I love it. I truly believe it. Everybody feeling that, Sassy. I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. All right, this is what we got. I'm 63 and can always learn something if I'm the smartest person. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. I'm 63 and can always learn something. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room. Seed, soil, and sunshine. So that means you got to move, y'all. If you the strongest, the motivator, the provider, the support system, the everything, every single place you go, you need to change your audience. You need to move. You need to find someone else, another network. Period. I appreciate that, Callie. Thank you so much. There he is. I talked about him, and he's right here speaking to me right now. Love and respect. Now, resilient. Can y'all imagine not only being a great giver of life, but being resilient at it? Man, much love to you, man. Thank you. I enjoyed your that interview, African Dreaming. You and African Dreaming, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it, man. I caught the replay. Much love to you. It's cold out, Eco. How you take it? Y'all motivate me. You know, if it wasn't for you all, I got a white mouth, dry mouth, Chris. I'm crying, all that. But if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be out here. I would not be out here. But I need lighting with my video. The RV does not give its way to life as far as lighting. I would love to network and share with each other to be inspired to do better than my situation right now. Your situation right now is a situation, right? But I know it's hard, but embrace your situation right now. If we embrace our situation right now, it will give us a smile on tomorrow. And the reason why I'm saying that, the things that we lack or we feel like we lacking will give us appreciation to the things that we obtain in tomorrow. So embrace right now. It's hard. You have loss. You have um, maybe not support system. You might not have what you feel like you need right now. But one thing about it, embrace right now to the fact where you say, what I'm looking for tomorrow will be so much greater in the future. Because I look back on things that I felt like I was lacking and I felt like I was deprived. I remember having 3 children, and I did not know whether I was gonna have enough gas to go to work or not, but I needed to work to take care of the kids. And I remember saying, "Here I am." I was a manager. I had supervisors, I had everybody, but I did not have enough money to self-sustain my family, right? I didn't have enough resources to self-sustain what I needed to, right? And I felt so lacking of manhood. I felt so lacking of being that provider. But now I look back on it now and I said, man, what I'm going through now ain't nothing. The challenges I have right now and the weight that I had then is nothing. And so that's why I'm saying embrace where you are right now, whether it's health. I seen times I've been sick upon sick. I seen times I felt like I couldn't get up out of bed. But then now I'm out here in the cold. I'm freezing. But then I think about them times where I wish I could get outside. I wish I could get up. And now I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything. This is a new week, y'all. This is a new week. Every time you come in to Eco Nation News, it's a brand new week. We have conquered all those weeks past us, right? We have conquered so much. And then guess what we have? We have a future that's pushing us and motivating us and inspiring us to just be great and just to do amazing things and to help so many people. And you have it all within your grasp and in your hand. And all you got to do is trust and believe it and know that you got this. You got this. Your current situation ain't. That's the beautiful thing about time. I had a video about time. Time comes and time goes. Whatever you going through, you ain't gonna keep going through it. You ain't gonna keep going through it. Even when you try to go through it, you still ain't gonna keep going through it. Hey, Brent, how you doing? Good morning. So now what? It starts with self. I'm being more mindful of what I say to myself and how I treat myself. I can be so cruel or so kind. The choice and responsibility is mine. Amen, 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 and amen. So now what? I love that name. So now what? You right here, right now. So now what? The lights are off. So now what? I ain't got no gas. So now what? Man, I ain't ready for retirement. So now what? I got to go to work Monday. So now what? So now what? So now what? Choice is yours. The choice is yours, my friend. Love it. Love it. Just like you sitting in the cold, giving us advice. Hey, I'm sharing with y'all experiences. You may take it as advice. I'm sharing with you all experiences. My thing is you make the determination what you do with the experiences that I share. That's all you do. I love you, Belinda. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't sleep on yourself. You can do all things through Christ who strengthened you. Imagine this. Imagine this. You're born naked, no money, no blanket, no air conditioner, no nothing. You're born into this world. If you're born in summertime, you want coolness. You're born in the wintertime, you want warm. Regardless, when you're born here and you have nothing. And you live and you build. When you go to school the first day, you get sick, you get a cold. The weather change, you get sickness. You study, you do everything you want to do in life, and things somehow does not always go the way you want. But you still keep pushing through. Now imagine there's a creator that created the trees, the animals, the insects, the bacteria, the everything. There's a creator that created everything. And then they say, I'm going to send my son down to experience the physical pieces that you experience and then be an inspiration to you on your journey. And then my son says, you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you. That's powerful, y'all. That's powerful. It starts in your mind, your concept, your thoughts. Every time you get a thought in life, it's a blessing. Thoughts are gifts from God. Now you sit on it, like some people think of a book. Some people think about writing about their life. Some people think about um, invention, solving problems. Some people think of all kinds of stuff and they do nothing with it. You suppressing your gift. You suppressing your gift. My dogs outside right now, just like the goats and the chickens. Yeah, we all outside right now. My chicken, y'all heard Sean. Sean just like, it's cold. Oh, I'm cold. I hear Sean. We all cold. It's cold. Keep the faith. Believe in him. Push your vision. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. I like to say, if you don't do it, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? The rent is going up. I'm working every day and I don't see no forward movements, no forward progress. I'm going to school and I'm broke. I'm barely making it. I'm older. I'm on Social Security. I need more money and this ain't working. I'm laying here in long-term care unit and I gotta lift my head. I gotta work out. I gotta do exercise. I gotta do my physical therapy. But I hurt. Every time I try to move, I hurt. My question is, who gonna do it? 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 You gonna do it. You gonna do it. They say, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We gonna do it. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, we gotta do it. It comes from within. You see them goals, you see them dreams, you see all of that stuff. You want a certain certification, you want a certain accreditation, you want to change your life, you want to change your financial situation, you want to change your health situation, you want to change your parents, your family. Who gonna do it? You gonna do it. You gonna do it. At the end of the day, you gonna do it. It's up to you. You can sit on it all you want to, but you're gonna do it. May Zeke, how you doing? Much love. I appreciate you as well. If you meet someone, say hello. If they don't speak back, that's okay. You've done your part. Gardening is great. I love that. Being kind, being let's talk about gratitude, okay? All right. Just say you had a disease. All right. No, no, no. I'm not going to talk about just say. Here I am. I'm driving a car. And this is true testimony for me. I'm not talking about nobody else. No story, no making up story. I'm driving my car and I hit a wet patch in the road. The road curves, right? I jump over the road, down a ditch embankment. I hit a fence. The fence turned my car and I hit a pole square on, right? The pole splits in three pieces. And this particular pole that I hit, it had a transformer on top. The transformer flips and spins, and the power line lays on my car. I'm sitting in the car. I'm still dazed because I'm driving, but then I'm watching this happen, but it seems like it's happening in slow motion, but it happened fast, right? And the power line comes and it started burning into my car, sparks and arcing and everything. I'm smelling all kinds of stuff. My windows, I panic. I can barely move in this car because everything is crushed onto my legs, everything. And I start banging on the window to get out of the car. And the car has tint on it, and the window folds over into the compartment where I'm in. I'm having shards of glass, right? I then get out of the car, kick my way out of the car, and it's still arcing, right? And it's raining at the same time. My shoes are still in the car, but I'm here laying in the woods out of the car. If you meet someone, say hello. If they don't speak back, it's okay. I watch people slow down, brake, and look at me in this ditch in my car. And I'm on the side of the ground. And I can't get up because I'm still kind of getting myself together. But I watch people brake, look down, and see me, and they pull off. I watch multiple cars do this. The same time, I'm sitting there like, help. And I start finding myself screaming, help, 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 right? And then this one car stops. And it stops and it brakes, and there's two ladies in this car. And these two women get out of the car and they throw me like a towel or something. They threw me something, right? And then they like, we finna go down because this is back in the day. We finna go down. We finna find a payphone. We finna find a phone. We're gonna phone somebody and get you some help. That's like speaking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's some people in this world that feels alone, feel empty. But being grateful and doing the right thing, let me tell you, after that situation, when I went back to school, because I was in high school at the time, when I went back to school, I spoke to everybody. I waved and I spoke to everybody, right? I don't care whether they like it or appreciate it. Being grateful. Somehow we lost this sense of being grateful. We lost this sense of gratitude, knowing that you ain't got to be here. You can be deleted at any point in any time. But doing the right things does not mean look for a solution. And I know gardening is great when saying that, but I'm just saying people do the right thing. And what doing the right thing is what your spirit tells you to do. When you see goodness needs to happen, do the goodness. You don't know, you might be changing somebody's life. Because those two young ladies that came by and they stopped, for me, in that moment in time, it changed my life, right? I felt worthless prior to those 3 to 5 people slowing down and keep going. I felt I felt like I wasn't even worthy of living. like no one cares, right? But when they stop, man, it brought gratitude. And to this day, every time I see each one of them, I smile. I smile because they didn't have to do what they do. They didn't have to do what they did, straight up. I was just thinking that, Eco, I'm writing down in the, yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Gardening is great. Y'all, I've been holding y'all for too long. I've been holding y'all for too long. I'm finna get ready to get out of here. Let me scroll down because I realize I'm so far behind. Let's see. Good morning, Eco Nation. Zone 5, Bellamy, 7 degrees. You see people jumping in the lake, the ocean. You out cold doing your polar bear plunge. There are benefits. Each one. Yeah, I ain't with that, man. And if they get sick, anyway, I'm not gonna say nothing like that. African Dream, what's up? What's up? But much love to y'all. At the end of the day, you have today, you have this week, and seize the opportunity and be the greatest that you can be. And when life motivates you and inspires you, keep it moving, keep growing, keep living your life to the best of your ability. Many will not understand your journey. Many will not understand your plight. Many will want you to be in conformity to their life and their decision. But understand that you're different. You're made different. It's not that you don't love them, don't care for them, but understand that life exists and you exist. And my question is, why are you here? What are you doing? And how are you building someone else's up? How are you living your life to be the motivation or the foundation for someone else? Because at the end of the day, when you think about planting seeds, the reason why a seed grows and expands is to feed somebody else. I love you. That's all I know. Y'all be well, be blessed. Thank you so much for coming in. Until the next time, y'all be blessed and be well. And don't forget, whatever you do, keep on growing. Grow.